Hello everybody, it's Moses, and today we're going to be talking about IV control on terrain. This is a very critical part of the map, and frequently how you'll see CT teams defend it is an op on either side here, peeking at these very narrow angles that will allow them to retreat after one shot. Very, very low chance of them getting punished, so it can be difficult at times, especially if you just choose to face up. So what I'm going to show you today is just a couple smoked, or one smoke and a Molotov that is used in professional CS. First thing you want to do when you come up towards IV is make sure you have these flashbangs. Make sure you throw these because this is an area that CT teams will constantly push. Every once in a while they'll throw it in as a wrinkle and maybe try and catch you off guard. So if you get used to the habit of throwing that flashbang, you can really lower the risk of that occurring. But also remember, if you do start to get into the habit of throwing this flashbang, keep it up throughout the entire half of Counter-Strike, because if you don't throw it one round, that can be a pretty good tell that no one is at IV for your team. This is going to be the first smoke. You're going to line it up with the paint of the A up above the IV, and just line it up between the two, run, and as soon as your crosshair kind of hits the top of the paneling, that's when you're going to want to release. And this is going to allow a smoke going over towards the left side of IV. This blocks him off. Now you have to be a little bit careful because oppers sometimes will be a little bit aggressive and try and peek around that. Now the other side of IV, you're going to throw a Molotov. You line it up with the top of the light, jumping up on this railing, and that fire should extend to prevent any oppers from peeking around the side of that smoke. They still can do it. They'll take a little bit of damage, and they can get away with maybe one shot, so you have to be a little bit cautious of that. But taking IV is all about a calculated risk, and this is what it's going to look like when both of these are thrown at the same time. You can basically do this all on your own. So this is a way to force back the oppers, smoke out to the left, Molotov to the right, and everything is covered. There's going to be no peeks from either side. Make sure you clear all these corners. And they should allow you to have control of the end of IV and even look towards to get a pick out towards yard. And you have about 10 seconds before that smoke subsides.